जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवन। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम राम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम राम। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। जय राधा गोलोकानंद, राधा गोलोकानंद राधे। जय गिरि गोवर्धन, गिरि गोवर्धन, गिरि गोवर्धन। जय गिरि गोवर्धन। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद। Gaura Premanande. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Paribrajakacharya Ashtotra Shrimad Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Paribrajakacharya Ashtotra Shrimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, and all glories to you, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanathimiranthasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are studying from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 73, entitled Lord Krishna Blesses the Liberated Kings. This is text 9. Nainam Nathanusuyamo Magadam Madhusudana Anugraho Yad Bhavato Rajnyam Rajyachutir Vibho Nainam Namo Nainam Nathanusuyamo Magadham Madhusudana Magadham Madhusudana Anugraho Yad Bhavato Anugraho Yad Bhavato Rajnyam Rajyachutir Vibho Rajnyam Rajyachutir Vibho Nainam Nathanusuyamo Magadham Madhusudana Anugraho Yad Bhavato Rajnyam Rajyachutir Vibho. Please chant. Na, not, enam, with this, Natha, O Master, Anusuyamaha, do we find fault? Magadham, the king of Magadha, Madhusudana, O Krishna, Anugraha, mercy, Yat, since, Bhavata, your, Rajnyam, of kings, Rajya, from their dominion, Chuti, the falling, Vibho, O Almighty One. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. O Master Madhusudana, we do not blame this king of Magadha, since it is actually by your mercy that kings fall from their royal position, O Almighty Lord. Purport. It is significant that upon seeing Lord Krishna and thus becoming purified of their sins, the kings did not feel any mundane hatred or bitterness towards Jarasandha, who had imprisoned them. Simply by seeing Lord Krishna, the kings came to the position of Krishna consciousness and spoke these verses, which show deep spiritual wisdom. So I seek the blessings of His Grace Drishta Prabhu and so many wonderful senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis present here. By your prayers and blessings, may the right words come at the right time, in the right mood of glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam, purifying our consciousness and pulling our hearts closer and closer to Shri Shri Radha Golokananda's lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhya evacha, patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. So in this verse, we see how the kings who have been imprisoned by Jarasandha, Srimad Bhagavatam describes 20,800 kings were defeated and imprisoned by Jarasandha. And they were all released by Krishna out of His kind mercy. And now those kings are folding their palms and telling Krishna, we have nothing personal against the king. Whatever happened was our karma. And it was your mercy on us. Whether we attain our position as the king or whether we lose our position as the king, Krishna, you are the doer. Neither is Jarasandha nor are we the doers. His Grace Aindra Prabhu from Vrindavan used to say something amazing in this regard. He used to say that if you throw a bone in front of a dog, the dog sees the bone. But if you throw a bone in front of a lion, the lion sees the bone and very quickly sees us, a bag of bones. Sripad Aindra Prabhu would say, so the dog consciousness is to analyze and over-analyze the bone-like situations that God throws in front of us. The dog analyzes the bone, licks the bone, tastes the bone, and is happy tasting the bone. But the lion looks at the bone and very quickly looks at the person who's throwing the bone. So Sripad Aindra Prabhu would say, the difference between dog consciousness and lion consciousness. The dog consciousness is in over-analyzing the bone-like circumstances that Krishna throws in front of us. And lion consciousness is to see the circumstance, but very quickly connect it to the one who's throwing the circumstance like bone in front of us, that is Sri Krishna. And Aindra Prabhu would say, this is why the Lord didn't come as half man, half dog incarnation. He came as a half man, half lion incarnation. And the lion was in the lower part, the lion was the thinking part, the head. Teaching us, Krishna's teaching us, that if I want you to think, I want you to think not like a dog, but like a lion. Of course, the Acharyas also glorify the dog for its loyalty. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Bandhiya nikate amare palibe rohibo tumare dware. Hey Krishna, may I be like your dog. Just like the dog is extremely loyal, extremely chaste, extremely loving extremely trustworthy, extremely attached and reciprocative in affection. Hey Krishna, you being my master, may I be your pet dog. Many great souls have written this. Another great soul writes that, my dear Lord, for lifetimes, of course you don't find that in America, but in India, if you see, you have pet dogs and you also have street dogs. So the Acharya writes, my dear Lord, for lifetimes, I was a street dog with no master. And I was going from street to street, searching out for food in the dumpsters of sense enjoyment in this world. And I was tolerating the reversals in circumstances and seasonal changes. But now, my dear Lord, I have become a pet dog. Why? Because I have a dog belt here in the form of my Kantimala. How wonderful. He says, my dear Lord, now I have become a pet dog with a dog belt. And whenever you call me close, I will come and I will lick your feet, your lotus feet. And I will smell the aroma of your transcendental form. And when you don't want me close, I will go away. And I will stand at your door. I will be maintained by the food that you give me, prasadam. And anyone who tries to come and attack your home, which is either the temple or your philosophy, I will bark and shoo them away. Like Hanuman who set the Lanka on fire, or like Arjuna who fought the battle. So the point is, coming back to what we're discussing, the ability to see circumstance and quickly connect it to our master. This is what the kings are doing here. The circumstance is their liberation. Now they could have gone to Krishna and spoken an hour on how sinful Jarasandha has been. The word used here, the king of Magadha. They could have spoken to Krishna that Jarasandha has been a tyrant, he's demoniac, he's the cause of all our suffering, we didn't deserve this, it is not right, it's not fair. But they didn't do any of this. And this is the recurring theme in the Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj, he goes through reversal. Think about Parikshit Maharaj, who did not hear Srimad Bhagavatam like us to have darshan of Krishna someday. He had darshan of Krishna in the womb, and he was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam as a follow-up after. And that Parikshit Maharaj, whose birth, whose appearance, whose life, whose disappearance was all glorious, because with his appearance, Krishna enters his mother's womb. With his life, you see, as a descendant of the Pandavas, Srila Jiva Goswami writes in Krishna Sandarbha that Maharaj Parikshit, right from his childhood, would hear Krishna Katha, and he had deities of Krishna to play with. And his departure is glorious because with his departure forms the appearance of Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam. So Maharaj Parikshit is glorious. And that Maharaj Parikshit, at the age of 25, the ruler of the whole universe, or at least Mother Earth, was cursed by a young puffed Brahmana. And Parikshit Maharaj could have very easily counter-cursed, even killed the Brahman. But he didn't do any of that. He accepted that circumstance to be Krishna's mercy. He accepted that to be Krishna's mercy. Srila Prabhupada writes a brilliant purport. I would like to read this. This is in the 22nd chapter of the 8th canto, in the section where Bali Maharaj is going through a reversal, where everything is taken away from him, and the Lord places his lotus feet and pushes Bali down to Sutal Loka. Srila Prabhupada writes to the verse, Pumsam shlagyatamam manye dandam arhattamarpitam yanna mata pita bhrata suridaschadi shantihi. Srila Prabhupada's translation and purport. This is Bali Maharaj speaking to Vamandev. Although a father, mother, brother, or a friend may sometimes punish one as a well-wisher, they never punish their subordinate like this. This is Bali Maharaj speaking to Vamandev. No mother, no father, no brother, no sister, no son, no daughter, no grandfather, no grandmother can ever punish anyone, my dear Lord, like how you're doing. But because you are the most worshipable Lord, Bali Maharaj says, I regard your punishment as the most exalted blessing. And Srila Prabhupada's purport, this is brilliant. Prabhupada writes, punishment given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is accepted by the devotee as the greatest mercy. Srila Prabhupada quotes, Tattenu kampamsu samikramano bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam ritvak vapubhi vidadhan namaste jiveta yo mukti pade sadaya bhak. One who seeks your compassion and thus tolerates all kinds of adverse conditions due to the karma of their past deeds, who engages always in your devotional service with their mind, words, and body, and who always offers namaskar or obeisances to you, is certainly a bona fide candidate for liberation. Srila Prabhupada continues, a devotee knows that so-called reversal by the Supreme Lord is only his favor to correct the devotee, to bring him back to the right track. Wow, I'll repeat that again. A devotee knows that the so-called punishment by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is only his mercy or favor to correct his devotee and bring him to the right path. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada continues, the punishment awarded by the Supreme Lord or the reversals that we get in our life cannot be compared to even the greatest benefit awarded by one's own mother, father, brother, or best friend. This is the mercy of the Lord. In fact, it's interesting, in one of the verses of the Bhagavatam, it is described, Krishna is so merciful, Krishna is so kind, that if we put all the love, we can pull up that verse also. There's a very interesting verse in the Bhagavatam. It says that if we collect all the love that people have had for us in past lives, in the present life, and in all future lives, all mothers, all fathers, all friends, all spouse, all children, all the love that we have ever got, we get and will get. Bhagavatam says that is not even 1/1,000,000th of the oceanic love that God has for his devotees. Why? Because we have love that we receive from our mother, but it is God who gives that mother to us. It's interesting in this world when you have a mailman, someone bringing in a mail to us. We say thank you very much. We are very grateful to the person who brings in the little post or a little letter to us. But ultimately, whom do you respond to? We respond to the person sending the mail to us, not to the mailman. We are grateful to the medium, but ultimately we respond to the letter written by the person who sent it. Similarly, every circumstance is carried to us by different mailmen. Friends, relatives, colleagues, family, right? Reversals, favorables, they're all mailmen bringing us different letters, but ultimately, all those letters have been penned down affectionately, lifetime after lifetime, by one personality, Radha Golokananda. Every circumstance is a blessing. When we stand in a line at a temple, let's say it's a big festive occasion, there's a Charanamrit line. Everyone's standing to get Charanamrit. Do we really care whether it is Charanamrit made out of sweet rice, or Charanamrit made out of water, or Charanamrit made out of coconut water, or whether it's Charanamrit made out of Panchamrit, or... We don't care. Sometimes it's Charanamrit with multiple colors in the Abhishek. And sometimes it's Charanamrit made out of water. And we don't even care whether we get the Tulsi or we don't get the Tulsi. We just line up to get a drop of the Charanamrit. We don't care what it is. But because it's touched Radha Golokananda's lotus feet, it's worth accepting. Every circumstance in life is a Charanamrit. Whether we are placed as Parikshit Maharaj on the throne as the king of this world, or whether we get a reversal of being cursed by a 5-year-old Brahmana. It's a different Charanamrit, but it's a Charanamrit. The circumstantial Charanamrit touching the lotus feet of the Lord. Simple. Similarly, when we're dancing in Kirtan, do we really care what melody the lead singer is singing? Sometimes, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And sometimes, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And sometimes it's like pumping, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And sometimes it's a very meditative sit-down kirtan. We really don't care about the tempo, we don't care about how the melody is cut, and we don't care about who's leading the kirtan. What we care about are the syllables of the holy name. Every circumstance is a kirtan. Doesn't matter who is bringing it to us, doesn't matter what the details of the circumstance are, whether it's favorable to our mind, whether it's not favorable to our mind, whether we are getting a garland, whether we are getting a garland of flowers, or another day we get publicly criticized and we get a garland of shoes. We don't care. These are details. But what we care about is this is all orchestrated. This is all tailor-made. This is all perfectly designed by the one who loves us the most. Just like the kirtan of the holy name is the kirtan of the holy name. Doesn't matter, Drishta Prabhu is leading it, Apurva Prabhu is leading it, Mother Leela Shakti is leading it. We're all dancing because it's the holy name that matters more than the person or the melody or the instrument. Someday we may have a guitar, another day we may have a djembe. We hope not, but in a temple hall. Well, anyway, good with the decibel meter there. So we may have so many details with the tempo and the speed and the melody, but what matters is it is touching the holy name. Now, if the melody changes, we are okay, provided it's the holy name. Now, if the melody changes and if it's rock and roll music, we don't want to dance on that. Even if it's very nice, we don't want to dance on it because it doesn't have the holy name. So every circumstance is like the holy name coming in this world orchestrated by Krishna. And this is the heartbeat of the Bhagavatam. This is the heartbeat of the Bhagavatam. Whether it's Parikshit Maharaj, whether it's the Pandavas. Look at the life of the Pandavas. In the Brihad Bhagavatamritam, Yudhishthir Maharaj tells Narada Muni, if someone listens to my story, they will give up bhakti. I'm paraphrasing a bit. But he says, I'm not a good devotee. How am I a good devotee? What to speak of a good devotee? I'm not even a devotee, says Yudhishthir Maharaj. He says, because anyone who listens about my life, they would not be interested in performing Krishna bhakti. Thinking that this is what will happen if I worship Krishna. But think about the beautiful example that Maharaj Yudhishthir and the 5 Pandavas, they leave behind. A wonderful legacy. Whether it's the kingdom, or whether it's the disrobing, or whether it's the Akshaya Patra where Durvasa Muni comes in and Krishna saves them, or whether it's their palace on fire, or whether it's administering poison to Bhima, whether it's attacking the 5 sleeping sons of Draupadi, the Pandavas never lose hope. They hold on to Krishna, his lotus feet, understanding that every circumstance we may not be able to understand, but it's for my good. I want to read another brilliant purport by Srila Prabhupada. Another brilliant purport of Srila Prabhupada. This is in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, this is 8.4.12. In the section of Gajendra, Srila Prabhupada writes, this is 8.4.11 and 12. Brilliant, brilliant purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, this is the unique position of the devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although the king was cursed, now we're talking about the past life of Gajendra, the elephant, where King Indradyumna gets cursed to become the elephant by Agastya Muni. This is referring to that. Srila Prabhupada writes, "This is the unique position of the devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although the king was cursed, he welcomed the curse, because a devotee is always aware that nothing can happen without the desire of the Supreme Lord." Wow, how powerful. Although the king was not at fault, Agastya Muni cursed him. And when this happened, the king considered it to be due to his past misdeeds. This is the practical example of how a devotee thinks. He regards any reversal in life as blessings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This purport is so dear to my heart that I feel it's totally worthwhile if we print this out and we keep it on our work desk, because that's where we get most agitated. I continue. He regards any reversal in life as blessings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, instead of being agitated by these reverses, he continues his activities of devotional service, and Krishna takes care of him and enables him to be promoted to the spiritual world back to Godhead. If a devotee has to suffer the reactions of his past misdeeds, the Supreme Lord arranges for him to be given only a token of those reactions, and very soon he's freed from all the reactions of material contamination. One should therefore adhere to devotional service, and the Lord himself will very soon see to one's promotion to the spiritual world. A devotee should not be disturbed by unfortunate circumstances, but must continue his regular program. Wow. Depending on the Lord for everything. The word upadharayan, considering, is very significant in this verse. This word indicates that a devotee knows what is what. He understands what is happening in material conditional life. So basically, Srila Prabhupada is making multiple points here. One, he says, whatever comes in our life, one, is Krishna's mercy. Two, the person who's involved is simply a medium. He is not responsible. He is only a mailman. Three, this circumstance is my own karma. So it's not unfair, it's fair, it's just that I don't know about it. I throw stone in the air and I'm walking peacefully and that stone comes back and hits me on the head, and now I look at the sky and say, "You God, what are you doing to me?" Well, he's not doing it. What goes up comes down. This is point number 3, past life. 4, actually what we deserve, Krishna's not giving the full dose. He's only giving a little pinch. And 5, if we see that as Krishna's mercy, we make spiritual advancement. 5 points mentioned in one purport. How wonderful. And we see this over and over again, whether it's Maharaj Parikshit, whether it's the Pandavas, whether it's Gajendra, right? Any other examples we remember in the Bhagavatam where there's a curse, there's a reversal, and the devotee takes it positively? Chitraketu Maharaj. Chitraketu Maharaj is going back home, back to Godhead, and he jokes with his god brother, which is fine, right? Sometimes we can speak casually and informally with someone whom we are very close with. So Chitraketu Maharaj and Lord Shiva are god brothers because they're both worshipping Anantashesh. But Mother Parvati, she curses Chitraketu. Chitraketu folds his palms. On his way back home, back to Godhead, and now GPS rerouting. Instead of going back home, back to Godhead, Parvati Devi said, "Oh, I'll change your destination. You go to hell. You become a demon." And Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bibhyati swarga pavarga narakeshu apitulyartha darshanam. Lord Shiva says at that point, how great is Chitraketu? He's folding his palms. And instead of counter-cursing or getting agitated or giving a justification, he folds his palms and he says, "Dear Mother, dear Parvati, if this is what you have ordained, there lies my supreme well-being. I accept it." And Lord Shiva says, a pure devotee is like this. Doesn't matter where you relocate him, he does the same thing. Srila Prabhupada once told Tamal Krishna Maharaj, when Prabhupada was old, said, "No class today?" And Tamal Krishna Maharaj said, "Prabhupada, I canceled the class so that you can take rest." Prabhupada said, "No cancellation. I am like a cow. The cow can get old, the cow can get diseased, but the cow continues to give milk. Wherever you take me, Srila Prabhupada said, I will speak Bhagavatam. Even on his departure bed, Srila Prabhupada is speaking Bhagavatam. That very famous picture with His Holiness Jayadvaita Maharaj with the dictaphone next to Srila Prabhupada's lotus lips. So this is the condition of a devotee. Whether India, whether Vrindavan, whether New Goloka, whether heaven, whether Goloka, whether hell, we continue to do what we continue to do. Prabhupada says, continue with your regular program, which is hearing, reading, chanting, serving. Simple. Any other example in the Bhagavatam of a reversal? Yes, Mother Kamala. Sorry? Yes, Maharaj Parikshit, the Pandavas, Gajendra, Chitraketu Maharaj. What else? Manigriva and Nalakuver, they get cursed, but in that curse, the two sons of Kuber, they get cursed by Narada Muni, but in that curse was their supreme well-being. Because imagine the two sons of Kuber puffed up because of their birth, puffed up because of their beauty, puffed up by their wealth, puffed up by their fame, puffed up by their erudite scholarship, and they are frolicking with women in the holy waters of Mandakini Ganga, in the abode of Lord Shiva. How many lifetimes would they have to transmigrate to get Vrindavan? At least 1 million lives, I presume. But Narada Muni, snap of the fingers, one curse brings them to Vrindavan. And that same Vrindavan where Krishna was hiding behind them while playing hide and seek with his friends. Wow. When Krishna comes, we bow down. When the curtains open, we fall and we offer obeisances to Radha Golokananda. But look at the fortune of the two brothers. Damodar gets stuck between them. And he's pulling them, and they're offering obeisances to his lotus feet in person. They are sandwiched, or Damodar is sandwiched between the two brothers. What a great curse. What other examples do we remember in the Bhagavatam where reversals are seen as blessings? Sorry? Jai and Vijay. Isn't that amazing? They get cursed by the 4 Kumaras. And they come, it's interesting. My Guru Maharaj calls it the 2, 3, 4 pastime, where the 2 get cursed by the 4 to take 3 lives, and the Lord comes in 4 incarnations to deliver them. So their 2 associates, they get cursed into 3 lives, and the Lord comes 4 times as Varahadev, Nrsingadev, Ramachandra, and Sri Krishna to deliver 2 servants who get cursed. Why? Because they did not retaliate the curse. When we start retaliating curse, an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, then the Lord is hands off. He doesn't intervene. But when we go hands off, then the Lord intervenes. And when He intervenes, He really knows how to take good revenge. So we don't have to take revenge against anyone. Krishna deals with it. Think about Narad Muni getting cursed. Narad Muni got cursed by Daksha. That I curse you, you can never be in one place and preach. Narada said, wonderful. Who wants to stay in one place and preach? I will travel and preach. You see? This is called surfing. When Lord gives you waves, you surf on it. You don't suffer. This is not suffering, this is surfing. When life throws lemons at you, make a lemonade and offer it to Krishna. Life is always going to throw lemons. Now, are we going to complain about who threw the lemon and how and why it should have actually been a mango and why only a lemon? We can go on bickering about it, but instead, just move on. Make a lemonade, offer it to Krishna. My dear Lord, as you desire. You want to conclude with this prayer of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu where he says, Yatha tathava vidadhatu lampato. My dear Lord, you can make me broken-hearted by not being present before me. That's fine. You have these options. I don't want these options because I move by your will. Whatever you decide is my future. I'm happy with that. This is the meaning of Vraja. Vrindavan is called Vraja. It's the place where everyone walks. Now, of course, it's a different scenario. There's constant honking of horns and cars and whatnot. But Vraja in Sanskrit means to walk. And the internal meaning is those devotees who can walk moment to moment by the moving plans of God are Brajvasis. Because they are walking and roaming constantly according to the will of the Lord. Rupa Goswami Pad writes, "My dear Lord, if you are a rain cloud, I am your Chataka bird." In the world of poetry, Chataka is that bird which doesn't drink even Ganga water. You give the water of the Ganga to the Chataka, it won't. It only wants to drink pure water straight from the cloud. So Rupa Goswami Pad says, "My dear Krishna, if you are dark like a rain cloud, then I am your Chataka bird." Virachayamai dandam deenabandham dayam va gatiriha na bhavatta kajiranyam mamasti nipatatu shatakoti nirmalambha navambhas tadapi kilapayoda stuyate jatakena. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad says, "Krishna, my duty is to look towards you as the rain cloud, as the Chataka towards the rain cloud, and call out for your mercy." Now you as the rain cloud have three options. You can ignore me and move far away like the cloud does. Or second, you can give me your rainwater of mercy. Or three, you can hit me with your thunderbolt in the form of reversals. You have all these options. And you may do as you like. But don't forget, every rain cloud may have many Chataka birds, but every Chataka bird has only one rain cloud. So you may have many devotees, but every devotee has only one master. So you can do as you like. But we are fixed on this point that, my dear Lord, whatever you orchestrate for us, we are happy with that. So that's the essence that we wanted to discuss from this verse on seeing reversals in life as the Charanamrit of Sri Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Golokananda ki, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Yes. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Enam Kanvandam Maravindadalaya Taksham Bharavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Agom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobha. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Angani Asa Sakalem Priya Priti Manti Vasyan Dipan Dikayanti Chiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Ani
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvasesha Sanyavadi Pashchadesattarine Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktarinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktarinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktarinda Jai Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktarinda Jaya Gaura Bhaktarinda Jaya Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo! Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Raya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hare Raya Nama Krishna Yadavaya. Hare Raya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Giri Hari Gopinath Marana Mohan. Giri Hari Gopinath Marana Mohan. Giri Hari Gopinath Marana Mohan. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. Hari Raya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Raya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Raya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Govinda Ram Nitya Gaur Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaur Hari Bo Hari Bo. Nitya Gaur Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaur Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Nitya Gaur. Jaya Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Radhe. Jaya Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Radhe. Golokananda Radha Nanda Radha. Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bo. Jaya Om Vishnupad, Paramahamsa Bhagavacharya, Satarya, Sister Shri Shrimad, His Divine Grace. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
This week we'll be having a Harinam Sankirtan on Sunday, and it's going to be at 11:30 to 1 at Weaver Street Market. It's going to be a cooler day that day, so because it won't feel like July, it'll be a little cooler that day. So please come, Harinam Sankirtan at Weaver Street Market here in Hillsborough at 11:30 Sunday morning. Jai. Jai. Chaito Darpanam Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairavya Tanrikaritaranam Vijad Vidu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipanam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrapita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrishita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam. Thank you. Janina Nuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Suhishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Ishvare Bhavatad Bhaktir Ohaitaki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishamebhavam Buddha